What's up, YouTube? This is Dave Manic 1. Just a quick update, a couple things I've been working on, and a couple things I wanted to show you guys. First off, a little while ago, I was running through a thrift store, and I found a little cleaver. Or it wasn't a little cleaver, it was actually a large cleaver. And this was probably about 4.5 months ago or so. I think right around before, maybe around my birthday, around Christmas time or whatever. And so I bought this cleaver for like $2 at a thrift store. It was a really cheap Chinese cleaver. It wasn't even full tang, come to find out as I was working into it. But what I ended up doing is I kind of cut it down and modified it to a design I had drawn out. And this is not the original design. Going through and cutting it changed. But found out that it is not a full tang. This plastic piece for and handle actually is molded around, I believe, a small piece of metal up here on the spine. From what I can guess, I didn't really dig into it too much. This cleaver actually was 5 inches by 5 inches by 2.5, I believe. Yeah, 5 inches if I remember. I have a picture of it somewhere before I originally started. But anyway, I cut it down. I cut it down. The cutting surface on this guy is like 3 inches. Total length is a little over, almost I would say 6 3/4 inches long. It's a kind of a 3. You could fit 4 fingers in here. I kind of ground a little loop, or ground a little bit off the back side. Here's your actual finger can fit in there, and I don't know if you can tell. It is kind of, it goes contoured with the handle. Just something I was playing around with. I was bored here in my shop and was messing with it. It's some kind of stainless steel. God knows what it is, man. You know, it just said stainless, and I know it's made in China. So I've got a convex grind on this, and it is sharp as hell. And it actually, believe it or not, it retains its edge very well. I kind of use this primarily to cut leather. So this is kind of my little, but it works out pretty good. Ergonomics are as good as it can be. Actually, they're not bad. I had to shape this out because it's plastic, so it's really easy to work with. So it fits good in my hand, and it serves its purpose. But anyway, enough about that. This is just something I kind of made. Another thing too, is a while back to last year sometime, I was running around eBay and I found a little, I guess, friction folder type knife. And this right here is a, it's a Chinese or Japanese carpenter's knife. And I've actually EDC'd this quite a bit because I didn't care whether or not what happened to it. But it's pretty cheaply constructed, not really too much to it. As you can see, it's just a, it's just a folded piece of metal going around this way with a pin at the end. The blade is stainless something or another. I don't know what it is. I reprofiled this blade a little bit. It used to swoop up quite a bit up top and looked all obnoxious. But the blade cutting surface of this guy is, we're looking at about a little over 4.5 inches. It was a flat grind, but I kind of modified that too. This is very sharp. Also, I had to do quite a bit of work. But as far as it's what I liked about it is the length of the blade and the narrow. How this whole handle, everything's very narrow. So as far as what type of work I did, it actually worked good. As far as cutting foam insulation and whatnot, it worked pretty good as far as that goes. But this is just something, and I picked it up for like I think it was $14, $13 or something, and it was from overseas, and it took forever to get here. But anyway, enough of that. What I have been working on lately is I had a couple orders on some strops that you guys wanted, and I started making a few of them. As you can see right here, I have this is actually a 12-inch leather surface strop. It's 14 inches total. It is double-sided with the skin side, so one side smooth. Very, very, very smooth and fine. It's kind of like the surface of your wallet or whatever. And the other side is the rough side. This is for Mauricio, I believe. Yes, it is. So I made that one. Nice little handle there. Strops are not that hard to make, so yeah, it'll work well for him. I've also made these little guys, and I really like these because the fact that they will fit into like a toolbox or your sharpening kit, and pretty well. If you have your first off, let's just look at the size of this guy. It is, of course, it's 2 inches, and the actual stropping surface is what are we looking at? We are looking at the leather is 2 by 5. So you can do your smaller knives on this guy. They are double-sided, as you can see, and they will fit a lot of. If you have a lot of those sharpening kits that come out the boxes or the bags that they come in are a little bit bigger, so this will slide right in. So it's a nice addition to your sharpening kit, and it will fit into whatever organizers you have. I kind of wanted to make it something on the smaller side. That way you guys can fit it in there, and instead of having a big giant, 14-inch strop, that you may not have the room like some other people have to store stuff like that. So I kind of made these compact versions of it. I've got 2 sitting here. These aren't ordered for anybody, so they are available. So just PM me and I'll let you know. The price should be pretty darn cheap. I believe the shipping, that flat rate shipping box, it'll fit in there, and it was $6.10 with tax as far as shipping goes. And I probably only want, I'd say like $5 for these. So total would be like $11.50 or something like that shipped on something small like that, which is I think is a pretty darn good deal. But you can PM me, we can talk about it. I also made a smaller strap. This is 1.5, and the strop surface is 8 inches, so it is double-sided on the smaller side. So it's 8 plus 4, it's 12 inches total. I think it may be a little smaller than that. Let me pull this down and actually do a measurement on it. Take these down. Guys, sorry again about I haven't gotten a camera yet. I'd rather spend my money instead of buying a camera to film these, because I can pretty much get my point across with my cell phone camera, and put that money towards maybe getting into some water jet cutting going on some blade projects. So please excuse the camera for now. I will upgrade, I promise, in the future. Okay, going back to this, we're looking at the actual stropping surface, is 6.5 inches on the stropping surface. Just to give you an idea, this blade, like I said, was 4 inches, so you could easily, strop a 4-inch blade on this, even bigger. Here, I'll give you another example. This is bigger than this knife right here is bigger than a tenacious or resilient, excuse me. And you can see no problems being able to strop a larger blade. So, and it is double-sided. So the total length of this guy, total length on this guy is, we're looking at it is 10.5 inches. Yeah, it's 10.5 inches. So that would fit in your average size toolbox, or you could hang it up. I do have a larger version of it where the stropping surface is a little bigger. Now the actual stropping surface on this guy is 8.5 inches right there. The total length of this guy is, we're looking at 12 and a half, a little over a foot. And this one is double-sided also. And I could do whatever you want with these. I could do leather, just a regular raw flesh side on both sides, or we can do just the skin side on one side. But to tell you, it's, I usually go flesh side on my personal strops, are both sides, and it seems so. I let the compounds, the fine grit of the compounds, kind of dictate that for my final. But anyway, that's pretty much what I've been working on lately. I haven't posted a video in a day or so, and I want to keep this fresh and just get new stuff in here all the time. But this is what I've been working for. You PM me and let me know if you're interested. I'm going to be, pretty darn fair as far as these strops go. I know on average, if you go online, they go from anywhere from $20 to $30 to $45 for the strops, and yeah, I'm not going to be charging that much at all. Like I said, I just want a couple bucks here and there. That way I can go ahead and just start saving up money to get some stuff to water jet, and then actually post some knife making videos as opposed to my strops and stuff like that. I've got plenty of designs going here. Got a couple things I've been thinking about right there. I posted that design there for a design contest on YouTube or whatever. You can look through my videos and see whose contest that was. But that was my design. That guy right there is 7.5 inches by 1.5 inches wide. And the cutting surface is actually 4 inches on that, which is really cool. It's a nice it's a smaller knife, fixed blade. And then I was thinking, well, I kind of like larger knives, so I went to figure out a way I could make that design a little bigger. So I got this guy, and it was a little tricky up in the design, or making the design or the blade longer, because it kind of distorted the way the knife looked and it looked goofy. So I had to play around with it quite a bit. I did, as you can see, the top side of the spine of the blade changes a little bit over to where the jimping is, kind of reminiscent to, I believe there is a Spyderco fixed blade that looks similar to that, but not the same. I wasn't thinking about that Spyderco knife at all when I was drawing it. I was actually basing it off that guy right there, and then that evolved to it. And then looking back through my Spyderco catalog, I seen one that's similar shape to this, but not exactly. But that kind of happens. I mean, it's really hard to come up with a super original blade design, or something that you can sit there and draw it freehand, and I'm sure you'd be able to find a knife over there that looks very similar to what you've drawn. Because, I mean, let's face it, guys, mankind has been making knives for freaking thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So, I mean, to come up with something, your design will probably look a little like something that's been done in the past. So, but anyway, this is stuff I just kind of want to get to the, get to the water jet. Excuse me, get to the water jet to get cut. I got these two designs there. There's a couple other ones. I've got some. That may be one of the designs on the top or the bottom. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to modify them a little bit. But yeah, there's a couple other designs there. So, maybe some two-fingered neck knives and stuff. So I got a bunch of things I want to get to the water jet. Although I've been itching to make a knife, so I've got a piece of nasty old piece of 4-inch by 20-something inch structural steel that I found in doing a demolition of a building that was 60+ years old. So this is an old piece of steel, and I don't know what it is or what kind of metal it is. I just assume it'd be something for practice or whatever, to cut something out. But it is pitted and textured with rust, and I think that'll kind of add to the feel of whatever I come up with. So I kind of dig on stuff like that. So, but anyway, as I get into that, I'll be posting videos on that too. So, alright guys, just like I said, what I have going on lately, I'm going to try to keep you guys informed on my little stuff, try to keep my channel fresh there. So, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, let me know. There's some stuff I can change, as always, let me know. If you like my channel, sub me. Comments are all welcome. And thank you for taking the time out today to check out my video. Have a good one. Peace.